What's going on, you guys? My name is Kyle. I'm a full-time futures trader and founder of Opinicus. This video is actually a clip from a recent trading mentorship group where a member is asking me about the best practices for trading Trump markets. We're in a new era now where Trump, as he is predictably unpredictable, is going to be moving markets. Anything related to tariffs, anything related to trade is definitely going to be market moving. Now, if you are unfamiliar with Trump markets, meaning you did not trade during 2018 to 2021, then you're definitely going to want to watch this video and you're going to want to know how to approach these markets. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below or reach out in the Traders Think Tank. Hope you enjoy. This is going to be a thing the next 4 years. All right. If you're trading when Trump is speaking, you have to keep tighter stops. The market's going to move on anything related to tariffs, anything like that. So you just have to, you got to keep those trails in there. Like when I was in here, you'll see my execution is like trim, 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 and then boop, trail, right? Right at break even. And I get back in, trim, trim, trim. I think this one I trailed up here, but it's the same thing all through that structure. So treat it like, I know you're familiar with like trading during Powell. Treat it like that same thing, right? We don't know what is going to be said and then how the algorithms are going to respond to that, and they're going to respond definitely much faster than we can react as just retail human traders. And so just keep your orders in the actual DOM, in the actual broker, and that includes profit targets, because you don't want to miss out on some exits if price does one of these and then quickly retraces because you're fumbling with the broker. So I don't know what your workflow is like for actual order execution and then putting the orders in there. But what I do is once I enter that trade, I'll have my profit targets just ready to go, right? They're in there, price trades up to them. I trim, great. I adjust my stop to be what it needs to be. It's amazing. If not, then I just get trailed out and we're on to the next.
Right.
So
Gotcha.
yeah.
I use the Ninja Trader ATM strategy, so everything is predefined, targets and stop loss, and I just play with it. Move it up and down.
Oh, it's like a built-in bracket.
Right, like a
Oh,
bracket
that's
order.
nice, man. That's
Yeah,
nice.
that's how I'm able to set my like profit targets using structure or like levels of interest, VWAP, etc., etc. That's what I've been doing. The only thing is I need to kind of be quicker to see how you enter the trade and just started trimming out right away.
Yeah.
I'm a little too slow on that part right now.
Yeah. I just want to, like when we have a little bit of uncertainty, even because my thought process right here is that, all right, well, I'm not actually in my best location. Like we may get a bounce right here. I definitely want to try it. We got the market structure, we have the fib, and we're pretty close, but we're not quite there, right? Price could easily trade 900. I still want a long. I don't really like this. This is starting to get pretty wide for, we were talking about trading around a core earlier. This is starting to get to be a bit wide for something like that. So I'd rather just exit. We get back down here. I'll look for another entry, right? And so that's another way that I think about it is like, well, we may end up seeing a little bit of a bounce here, and I think the quality of the setup maybe B plus, maybe A minus. I want to give it a try, but I don't have such conviction in it that I'm gonna give it like a wide leash. I'm gonna let it really breathe. I'm gonna cut that trade if it revisits my entry, and we'll revisit down here. So that's kind of the thought process there. But yeah, you have to be fat. Like again, just think about it, post FOMC, those are fast trades if you're going to be getting involved with that action. Otherwise, wait for, the better entry, and then you have the luxury of being a little bit slower because it's a better spot to be involved, and most likely we'll see a stronger reaction at that area. But regardless, the machines, and I don't like to use any of those terms like the algos or any of that BS, but there are definitely some algorithmic computers that are watching these news feeds, and they are trading much faster than we can. So that's
Got
what I would say about it. Not to mention, Not to mention the fills, because I was pretty active during this time. The fills were terrible. And so give yourself a little bit of a buffer, right? Just assume that I may not get filled at this spot. And what does that mean? So you get filled lower, your profit target may not get filled where you're expecting it, right? So keep these things in mind. The tape gets a little looser. There's not as much. It's called book depth. The depth of the book is not quite there. There's not as many. There's not as much liquidity during these events. So caution is warranted.